Hi, how's everybody out there doing today? Today I'm going to talk about what opening my exhibition in a foreign country have taught me. At the age of 23, as a student and as a foreigner artist, I had the chance to open my first exhibition in a foreign country. At that time, I had years of experience, but I had never done any long-term project, or I did not have a clear artistic direction of what I really want to do with my art and yeah. However, it changed after the conversation with my professor when she offered me to develop a funded project. Today I'm going to share 3 things that this experience taught me about work under uncertainty and developing as a creative. No, this wasn't natural. Or maybe this was natural. Anyway, the project was built around the concept that I had several years ago. In 2020, I had a plan to do a photo shoot of people who are really different and they are often misunderstood or judged by the society, yet they do really add something valuable to the city landscape. But unfortunately I couldn't execute it back then because of the certain lack of skills and the age and also the COVID virus that was present at that moment. But when the opportunity came, I did not stop. I acted on it. And what I realized was that idea was still relevant. Circumstances have a bit changed, but subject remained the same. The first lesson was that the action must come before readiness. Readiness is not a feeling, it's not a state of mind, it is decision. When you decide that you are ready, there is nothing can stop you. I didn't really know how to do any long-term project, how to curate an exhibition, how to create a file to submit for fundings. I had no idea about none of it, but I learned through the process. I just put myself in a situation where I had to become capable of what I really want to do because I had no option. The second lesson was to detach from any specific outcome. In my case, I didn't really know what this exhibition would bring to me, whether money, recognition, or any other collaboration. I had no idea, but I just still wanted to do it because that was the main thing I want to do. Not expecting any specific outcome is making you more happy with anything that you achieve and you receive from your experience and from your effort. And that is why I learned that I shouldn't have expected anything out of this experience, but just to enjoy the process and learn through it and see what is next, but not to focus on anything specific that I do this and I do it because I want something from this. No, that's not really the correct mindset. And yet, having this experience opened me a new doors, as I'm going to have my second exhibition in June actually, and it will run already more than 1 month, and it's going to be even more than exhibition but a festival. So that was the door it opened for me, and I'm very grateful. The third lesson is the importance of asking for help. I didn't really feel comfortable asking for help. I didn't know how to ask for help. There were 2 people who were constantly supporting me. One of them was my friend and one of them was my professor. However, they were not officially engaged in anything. They were just helping me and supporting me. And then there was also a designer. So I tried to take the job of whole team just by myself, and it was really not possible. And what it left at the end for me was just exhaustion and a burnout. I was in depression for some weeks after the exhibition closing. However, only after stepping back, I realized that support was already existing. I just chose not to see it. With that being said, I'm going to add a short recap video of the exhibition closing, so you would have an idea of how did it look like. So instead of asking yourself negative questions and trying to find an answer that will be your why to not do something, I would rather say ask more useful question, which is, what are you still trying to grow into, and what is stopping you from doing it?